So, we obviously don't know what Joe Burrow at the end of the day is going to get, right? We can speculate back and forth and kind of use our sources of what we are hearing, but at this moment in time, we don't know for sure. Well, Pro Football Focus put out a estimate of what he might be able to make, and this is what they had to say. By the way, what you see on the screen right here is my interpretation of what they said and kind of trying to put the numbers in front of your face so you kind of understand better, right? So, Pro Football Focus, Brad Spielberger unveiled his projection for the upcoming quarterback extension this week. The NFL salary cap experts thinks Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow will get a shorter deal at 4 years, $214 million with $185 million guaranteed. So what you see on your screen right here is the $214 million, right? So if you do the math, all those add up to 214, around 214. $60 million total salary cap or signing bonus, and then every single year it's 185 guaranteed, so it's from 46 million guaranteed every year. So 7 of that million every year is not guaranteed money. Obviously, they're going to put different incentives in there. If he wins a Super Bowl, he'll get more money. If he does A, B, C, and D, he'll get more money. But these are the base numbers, which is around 53 a year. Now, the reason why it's 53 a year is if Burrow were to argue he should get the same percentage increase over Aaron Rodgers' extension that Mahomes did with $39.55 million average represented over Wilson, that would equal to a deal that's around $57 million annually. Which, again, if you do the math there, it's around an extra $4 million to this contract right now, which is around an extra $12 million added on to his already $214 million, which put around $226 million overall wise. However, Wilson's 2020 extension was an incremental raise over the market, whereas Rodgers exerted maximum leverage coming off back-to-back MVP awards to jump ahead of the market. As a result, we can expect Burrow to top Rodgers, but not by a wide margin. Obviously, Rodgers is around 50, so he would be around 3 point whatever more than Aaron Rodgers would. Could he be up to $7 million more? It's very possible, but he'll probably be in the ballpark range here around $3 to $4 million more than we see Aaron Rodgers sits at currently. If we submit this contract, right, here's when things get interesting. We submit this contract. Hold up, let me do this so I can fix this. Bam. Okay. We submit this contract. Cincinnati sits negative $25 million against the cap. Because this would put his cap hit at $53 million. This means they would not be able to keep T. Higgins. They would have to restructure T. Higgins in some way. So this is why, so you've said many times, Jamar Chase came out and said Burrow wants to take more of a team-friendly deal to keep his weapons. He wants to, keep his guys around him. Well, this is why if he didn't want to do that, he would lose some players, like, for example, T. Higgins. Now, could they, technically speaking, cut, Jonah Williams, save $12 million? Yes. Go ahead and cut Collins post June 1st and save around $6 million? Absolutely. By the way, they can't cut Jonah Williams. I don't know why I just said that. That was stupid of me. They could trade Jonah Williams, not cut him. If they cut him, he has owed 12.6 guaranteed. He would get that 12.6 guaranteed. They have to trade him. No cut, only trade. Then they could go ahead and get that money down to around $4 million. And then, of course, they could rework someone's contract if they really wanted to. Like, I don't know. Let's see what happens if we restructure. All right, so we restructure Mike Hilton's contract. Save some money there. You could restructure and go, like, for example, guys, I actually was trying to click on Teddy K. Restructure his deal, save some money there, and then so on and so on, right? But at the end of the day, what I think they probably will do, and this is probably what we're going to see, is Burrow's going to take longer than a 4-year contract. I could not see him getting a 4-year deal. I see him getting anywhere from a $5 to $6 million deal, and what they probably do with his contract is they backload it. So what they do is they have this year and this next year will be making around 22 mil. And then the following year, he'll be making anywhere from like 30 to 40, and then 40 to 50, and then so on and so on. And eventually, down the line, you can restructure that deal to save a little bit of money for the Cincinnati Bengals, right? This way, he's able to keep the players he wants. For example, he's able to keep players like T. Higgins, get his extension worked out, right? And stuff like that. Now, since he has came out and, made it very clear, they want to get this Burrow contract done early so they can get the T. Higgins contract worked on, get that structured all good, and then kind of move on with the offseason, right? So I do not believe Burrow's going to be in the ballpark range of $56 million next year against the cap. What they could do is restructure a lot toward the signing bonus and give him more signing bonus. Again, there's so many different ways that teams can finesse the salary cap, if you want to say. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, the salary cap's just an illusion because you can always finesse around the salary cap to avoid the salary cap. And I'm sure Cincinnati's going to try their best to do this. And again, like I said, based on what we understand, Joe Burrow does want this. He wants to keep his players. He wants to keep his playmakers. He wants to keep his stars. And the way you do that is you take a little bit less money in the front end, and you get all the money in the back end, right? So that's probably what he's going to end up doing here, as again, $53 million is going to be a lot of money to put against the cap for one single player. But again, at the end of the day, he has earned it. No matter what he decides to do, obviously this comes down to Burrow deciding what Burrow wants to do, right? Because this is no one's decision but Burrow's decision. And again, he has earned this money. He is the best quarterback in the NFL, second best quarterback in the NFL, whatever you want to say. He is an amazing quarterback. He's going to take this team to multiple Super Bowls in his career. He already took them to one Super Bowl, almost 2 Super Bowls. He's going to be able to continue to progress and get better. And again, you got to look at certain quarterbacks, and you're like, do we give this quarterback all this money? Talking about Lamar Jackson, after missing the last 2 seasons, some drama off the field, some drama things on Twitter, maybe, maybe not. Joe has been an up first-class, amazing person. He has been an amazing person for the Bengals, how he operates, how he handles himself. He's very polite. He's very, just Joe, man. He's Joe Burrow. Like, I think that's the best way to put it, because every player I've heard of talk about him say, Joe's just Joe, man. Joe is Joe. He's not a guy who reacts, goes crazy, does stupid stuff. He just does what he needs to do, and he wins games. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one.